Jude Smith sat quietly on the worn-out couch, his gaze fixed on the cracked ceiling of the tiny apartment he now called home. The memories of his once happy family danced like ghosts in the corners of his mind, taunting him with their fleeting presence. It was a home once filled with laughter and warmth, but now it was shrouded in shadows of betrayal and despair. The divorce of his parents had shattered his world. His dad, burdened with custody, had tried to piece together a new life for them both. Remarriage was supposed to bring a sense of stability, but fate had other plans. When his dad lost his job, everything unraveled. Jude watched helplessly as his father's spirit withered under the weight of unemployment. His mother, once a pillar of support, began to crumble too. She sought solace in the arms of another man, a betrayal that cut deeper than any knife could. As the days stretched into weeks, Jude found himself navigating a world filled with uncertainty and sorrow. He watched as his father's depression deepened, feeling powerless to ease the pain that consumed them both. His once vibrant home had become a battlefield, with emotions raging like a storm. Then came that fateful night, the night that would haunt Jude for the rest of his days. A heated argument erupted between his parents, fueled by years of resentment and regret. In a moment of madness, his mother lashed out with a kitchen knife, the blade finding its mark in his father's flesh before she fled into the darkness. Jude's world crumbled around him as he knelt beside his father's broken body, tears mixing with blood on the cold tile floor. In an instant, he was orphaned, left to fend for himself in a world that had shown him nothing but cruelty. But Jude was no stranger to hardship. Life had taught him to be firm, to steel himself against the blows of fate. Where once he had been soft, now he was hardened, his shirt encased in an armor of resilience. With no one left to rely on but himself, Jude set out to carve a path in the unforgiving streets of the city. He learned quickly that rest was a luxury he could ill afford, that kindness was often a facade for deception. People would close doors in his face without a second thought, leaving him to fend for himself once more. But Jude refused to be a victim of circumstance. He embraced the lessons that life had taught him, using them as weapons in his arsenal against the world. He walked with his head held high, a silent determination burning in his eyes. For Jude Smith, the shadows of home may have cast their darkness upon his past, but they would not dictate the course of his future. He was a survivor, a warrior forged in the fires of adversity, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead.
The bustling halls of Olive High School buzzed with the chatter of students, a vibrant tapestry of youth woven with dreams and ambitions. Among them strode Jude Smith, a figure of both admiration and fear, his presence commanding attention like a storm on the horizon. Leaning against a locker, Jude surveyed the sea of faces, his eyes alighting on his next target, Jason Park, the resident genius whose brilliance outshone the sun itself. Jason stood at his locker, lost in the pages of a book, oblivious to the world around him. Sauntering over with calculated swagger, Jude smirked, his shadow falling across Jason's path like a harbinger of doom.
Well. I guessed right. If it isn't little Jason Park, who will it be? After all, you're the only rich kid with zero swag round this block. How much did your bold haircut cost you, Daddy's boy?
Leave me alone. Jude, that's none of your business.
Don't you dare talk back at me.
Let me go.
What's the matter, Park? Afraid to face the truth?
What truth are you talking about?
Stop acting up, silly boy. Everyone knows that your dad manipulates the school officials with his money. That's why you get good grades. You're not smart.
Ouch! Don't touch me. I'll report you if you hit me again.
What can you do? I'm not scared of those old folks. The worst thing they can do is to expel me from the school. That would be a blessing. Ha ha ha. I think this is enough for today. We shall meet again. I'll be your greatest nightmare on this campus. You're fun to bully. Bye, tiny boy.
Jude's reign of terror was fueled not by power, but by desperation. Unable to afford even the basic necessities of life, he had resorted to preying on those weaker than himself, a predator in the guise of a bully. For Jude, the allure of easy money held more sway than the promise of knowledge and enlightenment. He scoffed at the notion of education, dismissing it as irrelevant in the pursuit of his singular goal, wealth. With each missed class and skipped assignment, Jude edged closer to the precipice of self-destruction. But in his mind, the ends justified the means. The shadows of home may have cast their darkness upon his past, but they would not dictate the course of his future. He was a resilient survivor, molded by adversity into a warrior prepared to tackle future challenges head-on. No matter the cost, he had to succeed.
Hope you're ready for tomorrow's basketball game.
You again? What at all is your problem?
You and your team are my problem. Make sure you come prepared. You know what I'm capable of.
Funny, huh?
You know, big bullies like Jude Smith don't back out easily. This time around, it's either I win or I win.
My team is the best and always will. We will win this.
I love your courage, little man. Bring it on.
Whatever.
You've won once, twice, but not this third time.
Oh, stop right there. I've seen you play, and you're not that good.
What if we make a deal? What say?
I trust my team. I'm in. Deal.
In Jude's twisted mind, he saw an opportunity to extinguish the light once and for all. It was on the basketball court that their fates would collide once more, the stage set for a showdown between two titans of their own making. With a cunning plan hatched in the depths of his scheming mind, Jude set out to cripple Jason in body and spirit, to rob him of the one thing that brought him joy, the game he loved. As the final buzzer sounded and the cheers of victory rang out, Jason's team won once again, but Jude stood triumphant, a smirk of satisfaction twisting his lips. Even though his team lost once again, his plan to make Jason have a bad day was successful.
I thought someone said he was gonna win. Loser, your hand didn't even touch the ball once. I warned you, didn't I?
Don't you dare tease me, you rat. I'm gonna strangle you till you can't breathe anymore.
Leave me. You're just a sore loser. Just accept defeat.
Who did you call a loser?
You, of course.
At least I hurt you, I'm fulfilled.
You're shameless.
I know, I'm very shameless. It's not a loss when the soul is happy. Get that?
Next in line, please come to the counter. Madam, please no pets are allowed here. It's against company policy.
I'm not going anywhere.
Don't make me walk you out, ma'am.
Policy this, policy that. You can go to hell. I care less.
Hello, sir. Samir, you got hired. Wow. Yes, thanks for the recommendation. I'm proud of you. Excuse me, are you Mr. Jason? The security analyst? I heard a lot about you. Hi there, Scott. Yes, I'm Jason. How may I help you? I'm an intern in this company, and I'm aspiring to be like you one day. Can you please be my mentor? Sure, why not? I'm ever ready to guide you. Feel free to come to me anytime. Dr. Allen, you called for me. Yes, Jason, have a seat. I know I told you I was gonna give you a 20% raise for letting us get the huge contract from the government. You know, we had some debts that we had to pay off, so I had to use the profit to pay. I had already made plans. I guess I'll have to cancel my vacation. Sorry about that, Jason. We have more contracts ahead. Help me get those so we can finish paying off all our debts. Afterwards, I'll give you a raise and a promotion, I promise. Sure, sir, if you say so. Thank you, Jason. Your unwavering dedication and countless contributions to the company will forever be appreciated. The pleasure is mine. Oh my god, what do I do now? Why is this giving me problems? Hi, I'm Jason, a security analyst from Nell Logistics. Seems you're having technical issues. Would you mind if I help? Sure, we would appreciate that. Our system has been down for a while. I've been trying to troubleshoot, back up and restore, but nothing seems to work. I'm almost done. Let's see what we have here. Great. Problem solved. I'm gonna automatically enable the backup and restore feature. You wouldn't have to stress about that anymore. Thank you, Jason. You're godsend. Don't mention. It was nice meeting you.
Oh wow, everything seems to work perfectly now. When did you guys fix the problem?
We didn't fix it. Someone else did.
Oh, I see. Who fixed the problem?
It was a guy named Jason from Nell Logistics.
Impressive. He would be a great asset to our company. What do you think?
Yes, it would be great to have him here.
I'll try to reach out to his boss and discuss this with him. Oh, you Jason, I've been impressed with your skills and dedication. I believe there's an opportunity for you at my company, but I'll need to speak to Dr. Allen about it.
Thank you for considering me, ma'am, but may I know who you are and how you got to know me, please?
I apologize. I should have introduced myself before diving into the subject. I'm Kate, the owner of Golden Eagle Foods. I was told you were the one who helped my IT team to solve our security issue, and I'm impressed. What do you think about the opportunity?
Nice to meet you, madam. I'll do my best when given the opportunity.
Knock knock.
Oh, hi there. What brings you here? You can have a seat.
Nothing much, Mr. Park. Thanks for the offer, but there is no need to sit. Dr. Allen asked me to tell you to come to his office immediately.
Oh, okay. Thanks. Going there now. Dr. Allen, you called for me. Jason, Mrs. Kate told me about your kind gesture and is interested in hiring you at her company. I understand the opportunity presented, but we value your contributions here at Nell Logistics. I promise you, when the time is right, there will be a higher position waiting for you. I appreciate that, Dr. Allen. I'll continue to work hard and contribute to the company's success.
It's settled then. Jason, keep up the good work. Dr. Allen, let's ensure we address any concerns about salary if you have a change of mind moving forward.
This boss sucks. He's just using me as a cash cow. Free workshops for new recruits. Working overtime and working on my off days. But it's still not enough for him. When I get opportunities, he finds a way to rubbish it and make me stay. By the time he realizes, I'll be gone without notice. I've had enough.
The brightest stars can be dimmed by the shadows that surround them. When Jason's wife fell ill with cancer, his world was plunged into darkness. His priorities shifting from career to caregiving in the blink of an eye. As he struggled to balance his professional obligations with his personal responsibilities, Dr. Allen's patience wore thin. Threats of termination hung over Jason's head like a guillotine, a constant reminder of the precariousness of his position within the company. Meanwhile, in a distant city, Jude Smith cut a very different figure in the corporate landscape. As the finance manager of another branch of Nell Logistics, he exuded an air of confidence and charm, his smooth-talking demeanor earning him the admiration of his colleagues. But beneath the veneer of charisma lay a darker truth. Jude's cavalier attitude towards work masked a deeper disdain for authority and a penchant for deception. While his colleagues toiled away at their desks, Jude busied himself with more lucrative pursuits, his eyes fixed firmly on the prize of financial gain.
Jude, what's going on here? This doesn't look like work-related activity.
Dr. Allen, just taking a little break, you know how it is.
I've noticed. This isn't the first time. Are you gambling?
It's just a small side venture, nothing major, just a little extra income, no harm done.
Jude, I'm concerned about the implications. We need to focus on our core responsibilities.
Understood, Dr. Allen. I'll keep it in check. You can count on me.
Jude, you're a talented employee, but you need to focus on your responsibilities. You can do whatever you want with your life, but not in my premises.
Why do you do this, Jude?
It's all about being street smart. You have to take opportunities when they come.
You're not wrong about that though.
Haha, you gotta learn from me.
No, I'm better off just being myself.
To Jude, it was all a game, a high-stakes gamble in which the odds were always stacked in his favor. Some employees were selected by Dr. Allen, including Jason and Jude, to negotiate a multi-million-dollar deal.
Hi, I'm Jason, but you can call me Jay. I'm the Chief Information Security Officer at Nell Logistics, New York. I wanted to say hello and applaud you for your brilliance.
Nice to have you here, Jay. I'm Jude, the finance manager at the Maryland branch. Care for a drink? Let's celebrate our win by boozing and cruising. Haha.
You seem like a funny guy. But, I don't drink. Thanks for the offer though.
My mistake. You're a teetotaler. You're making me feel like I'm the devil himself. You gotta enjoy life, buddy. After all, in heaven, there's no beer.
It's not a big deal, Jude. I just prefer to prioritize my health. I feel like it's a win in a way.
Forget about the health talks. Chilling is allowed. It's not a loss when the soul is happy.
Wait, did you attend Olive High School?
Yeah, I did. Why do you ask?
What a small world. I'm Jason Park, the guy with the bowl haircut you used to bully. I guess it's time for revenge then.
Haha, you changed your haircut, huh? You look different now. By the way, relax buddy. We were just young and foolish. I never hated you. I just wanted you to toughen up. And honestly, I enjoyed seeing how funny your face looked when you were scared.
No need to explain, buddy. I understand you perfectly well.
You're lucky you changed that ugly hairstyle of yours. I would have continued from where I ended in high school. Why didn't you maintain it? You look like a poisonous mushroom in an abandoned garden of a granny.
Enough of the teasing. You weren't any better then. You also looked like a grumpy old man.
Hey buddy, how's it going?
Hi Jude, I'm good. Guess my location.
In Maryland already? Why don't you come over to my apartment? You don't need to stay in a hotel for the conference when I'm here. Just bring your things, and I'll make sure you're comfortable.
Are you sure you'll be okay with that? I'm coming with my son. His nanny had to attend to an emergency, and they didn't want to leave him alone at home.
Oh, I didn't know you had a son. Don't worry about him. Both of you can come over. That's what friends are for, right?
Alright, buddy. I'll see you soon. Bye.
Dad, Maryland seems so cool. It's not as noisy as New York.
Haha, every location has its own flaws. Hurry, let's go get a cab. Sir, please, do you know where I can get a taxi? Taxis are always available at the bus stop outside the building. Thank you very much, sir. Have a great day. You too.
You've got a cute little boy, sir. He's adorable.
Thank you, but he's a very naughty boy. Hey Jude, I finally made it after all the trouble. Finding the building was tough. The GPS kept on circling us around the neighborhood.
Haha, you're not the first one to have trouble finding the place. Anyway, come inside and take the elevator on your left to the 2nd floor.
Would you love it if we moved to Maryland permanently?
That would be great, Dad. I'm in love with the place already.
Look who's here. Nice to see you again, buddy. Welcome to my humble home.
Yeah, it's been 2 weeks since we last met. You've got a nice place. This looks good.
Thanks, buddy. Hey kiddo, what's your name? You look better than your dad, honestly.
So when will you give me credit?
Thanks, Uncle. My name is Christian.
That's cute. Guess what? I have a surprise for you. Cypher, come downstairs. I want you to meet someone.
Sure, Dad. Hi, Uncle. Hi, mate. I'm Cypher.
You have a son too? What a coincidence. It's funny how our names start with a J and our son's names start with C.
I know, right? A perfect but weird combination of an old school guy and a sly fox. Haha.
Where's the woman of the house? Let me say hi to her.
Wife? Me? Never happening. These women ain't loyal. I don't want to be committed. You know, there are so many ladies out there. Can't be tied down by one. I should be asking you this question instead, Mr. Moral Man. Haha.
So what good trait do you have, bro?
I guess I don't want to have one. At least I've been able to win you as a friend. Can that be counted as one?
You have a point. Who could resist your charm? About my wife, she passed away when Christian was 5. She was a perfect partner. I don't think I'll trade the memories I shared with her for another woman. That's why I never remarried. Moreover, I don't want any woman to disturb my son. It's better to raise him alone. I would have reconsidered if I had a daughter instead.
Well said. Trying to do everything right in life will always get you disappointed. Life is about you. You have to put yourself first. Our friendship seems to have a future. We won't have Jezebels crossing our paths. Most male friendships break because of women.
That's so true.
I couldn't prepare anything for you. Let's go out for lunch. What do you say?
Sure.
Jude and Jason sat across from each other in a cozy corner of the restaurant, their conversation flowing easily as they discussed their future plans.
You know, Jay, I've been thinking. Business idea to go into oil and gas. I think it could really take off.
Oil and gas? Huh. That sounds promising. Tell me more about your business plan.
So, what if we make it a partnership? We will collaborate with oil refiners and buy gas stations and fuel trucks for our business. As we expand, we will buy shares in the refinery and eventually buy it when possible.
I'm in. Let's build this empire together. But how do you propose we gather the capital for this venture?
We'll figure it out with time. There are ways to make it happen.
If you say so. You were saying something about family. Can you tell me more? I'm curious.
It was tough, man. My stepmom made life hell for me. People used to shut doors in my face, and that's when I learned not to trust anyone.
I'm sorry you had to go through that, but I can't agree with you on love being a scam. My wife was the best thing that ever happened to me, even though she's gone now.
I respect that, but I've never been one to believe in love. That's why I've never tied the knot. I'm better off with my son, at least. I know he's real.
Despite their differing views on love, the two friends found common ground in their ambition to succeed in business. With determination in their hearts and a shared vision for the future, They left the restaurant that day with renewed purpose and a plan to turn their dreams into reality.
Wow, you have a PS5? That's so cool. I have an Xbox instead. Yes, do you play Fortnite? Of course, I love that game. That's awesome. Let's play.
Wow. You seem to be hitting it off pretty well. Cypher. What are your hobbies? What do you want to be in future?
My dad says I should focus on academics and become a successful businessman like him.
That's fantastic. Your dad sounds like a wise man. You should listen to him. And what about you, Christian? What are your thoughts on all this?
Well, I guess I'm more of a free spirit. I like to do things my own way.
Cypher. I guess there's something about Chris you'll be interested in.
Dad, can you please stop? Tell me about it, Uncle. I'm interested.
He feigned illness to avoid attending a business expo. But miraculously, he was fit the next moment he heard about an art event and wanted to go so badly. He's such a brat.
It was genius. Really? Well, I must say, that's quite the talent you've got there. You certainly know how to think on your feet.
What's wrong? You look disturbed. What happened?
It's that old wizard of a boss. Can you believe he wants me to go on some dirty job tomorrow, even though it's not part of my duties? And he has the audacity to cut the call without even waiting for my response.
Sounds like he's really pushing your buttons.
Hell yeah. And what's worse is that he thinks he can just pile on the work because he knows I won't say no. I'm done with him. No breaks, no raise. All he gives is a glass plaque and pizza parties. I wish I had a little bit of your rascal life in me. I would have dealt with him.
You know, this might just be the opportunity we've been waiting for.
What do you mean?
Why don't we use Dr. Allen's arrogance to our advantage?
I don't understand your logic.
We can turn him into a clickbait to get the capital we need for our own business venture. After all, he doesn't use the money for anything important. He keeps buying useless paintings and latest cars that he never drives.
But what if the plan backfires? I can't afford to lose my job. And I certainly don't want to disappoint Christian. He won't be proud to have an ex-convict as a father.
Don't worry, friend. I've got it all under control. Don't you trust the ever-cunning Jude? You hurt my ego in a way.
I trust you. But this is dangerous.
I know how to handle Dr. Allen. I'm gonna make sure that I execute it little by little. By the time he realizes, we would be the biggest gurus in town.
Really? I'm still skeptical about this idea. What if we get caught?
If things go south, we wouldn't serve for more than 10 years behind bars. The judicial system is corrupt these days. We would still come out with our millions, and that would build that lost reputation.
What about our kids? We cannot afford to disappoint them. We should set a good example for them to follow.
Christian and Cypher are too young to understand. They'd be proud of us for making this move to secure their future.
Well, I guess we have nothing to lose. Moreover, in life, you have to take risks.
As I always say, it's not a loss when the soul is happy.
Let's get this.
Jason decided to call in sick and sneak away to Maryland to meet up with Jude.
Nancy. As I told you earlier, my boss had sent me on a business errand. Please help take care of Christian while I'm away.
Don't worry about him. I will take good care of him in your absence.
Thank you so much. You're one in a million.
Bye, Dad. Enjoy your trip.
Bye, Chris. Be a good boy.
You're happy he's gone, aren't you?
Yes, the cat is away. It's time for the master party. At long last, I can breathe without anyone stressing me with long business talks and homework. I can play my games now.
No, this time around, I'll make sure you sleep on time. You have to be asleep by 10 p.m.
Remember you asked me to help you get Facebook on your phone?
You're at it again, aren't you?
I guess we can have a deal. Add 2 hours to bedtime, and I'll download it for you.
You naughty boy. You know how to get me every time. Sure, but I hope your dad never finds out.
He will, only if you tell him.
To avoid leaving any traces, Jason opted not to take his car. Instead, he boarded a plane to Maryland. Upon arrival, Jason walked into the store and headed straight for the electronics section, where he found the VPN routers displayed on the shelf.
Hello, sir. Do you need any assistance?
Yes, actually, I'm looking for a VPN router.
Sure thing. We have a few options available here.
Great. I'm ready for the purchase.
Did you know that if you use Apple Pay for this purchase, you can get 30% cash back?
Thank you, but I'll pass on that. I'll pay with cash instead.
No problem, sir. Here is your receipt. If you need any further assistance, feel free to contact us. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Good to see you, buddy.
I'm so tired. It was a long day.
Looks like we're dining on the night shift tonight.
Hey. As long as it's edible, I'm game.
Hopefully. But hope you don't mind a bachelor's specialty.
Not at all. I've had my fair share of late-night noodles. It's like a rite of passage.
After sharing a laugh over their impromptu dinner, Jason set up his computer on Jude's office table. With focused determination, he connected it to Jude's home Wi-Fi, ensuring a secure connection.
What's the deal with this VPN thing? Are we going undercover or something?
Sort of. It helps keep our online activities private and secure.
Got it.
Everything is set. Can I have your company account details?
The username is jude07@nl.org. The password is slykid04.
Thanks, man. Everything is set now. Are you sure we should continue with this?
Hey, trust the process, buddy. Look at what you just did with the VPN thing. You're smarter than I thought you were. That alone is a green flag.
If you say so.
You just need to be optimistic. We'll be just fine.
Okay.
Day broke, and it was time to execute the plan. Jason woke up very early, freshened up, and went to the living room to see if anyone was awake. Since no one was awake, he switched on the TV and changed the channel to CNN to keep himself updated about the latest news.
Hi buddy, how was your night?
Honestly, it wasn't that good. Had a lot of things running through my head. How was yours?
It was good. Why don't we make some breakfast? Pancakes with some sausages and oats. What do you say?
Sure, I'm famished. Where is Cypher? I haven't seen him since I came. I thought he was asleep when I got here last night. But it seems he's not around.
Oh yeah, he went on a field trip with his classmates a few days ago. He will be here by 8 PM tomorrow. I guess he won't come to meet you.
That's cool. We can talk about our plans without worrying about a third ear listening to our conversation.
What do you mean by that? My son is not an eavesdropper.
You know I'm already scared about this whole thing. So I can't trust anyone. You know?
Whatever, scaredy cat. Time is not on our side. Let's go and start preparing breakfast. When we're done, I'll take a quick shower and head to the office. I can't be late, especially today.
Sure.
Upon reaching the office, Jude set up his PC and texted Jason. The following day, Jude departed for work, and Jason remained seated behind his computer at home. Upon Jude's arrival, he overheard Dr. Allen conversing with the chief financial officer over the phone.
Yes. The freight train carrying the goods will arrive tonight. We'll send the trucks over to move the goods to the warehouse. Our distribution team is prepared for the delivery to our retail stores. Oh yes, the income statement is ready. I'll send the money via any check instead of going to the bank. It's a significant investment. I want to avoid any mistakes. Although it's a big risk, I believe the returns will be worth it. Okay. Bye. Sophie? 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 This is why I dislike coming to this branch. I wish Jason was here. The IT team here is full of good-for-nothing people. I don't understand why I'm spending so much on them when they can't solve simple problems.
At that moment, Jason prompted Jude to leave, but it was too late. Dr. Allen opened the door, and Jude panicked.
Jude? What do you want here?
A cockroach. Spider. I mean, a bee. I saw a bee and wanted to kill it, but it flew away before I could.
We still have insects here? I remember vividly that I hired you as a finance manager, not a human insect repellent. Didn't they fumigate the whole building just 2 weeks ago?
Yes, they did, but you know, these fumigators don't really do their job well. They work haphazardly, take the money, and leave.
I agree with you for the very first time. Anyway, have you seen Sophie around?
No, I thought she told you she would be late today.
Oh yeah. I forgot. Old age. Anyway, does the computer in your office work? I'm trying to make a transaction.
Yes, it works. You can use it. I'll wait outside while you do it. It involves sensitive information, you know. Please don't forget to log out after you are done.
I never knew you could be this polite. This is the first time we're having a healthy conversation. I'm impressed. If you continue like this, I wouldn't be on your neck always.
As Dr. Allen logged into his account to make the payment, Jason noted all the details. He made copies of all the financial reports and account information, and also withheld the payment. Afterward, he messaged Jude.
Buddy, mission accomplished. Let's proceed to the next step. I can't enter the company directly with Dr. Allen around. I told him I was sick. If he sees me here, I'm done.
I have a plan. I'll exploit Sophie, our secretary. She's a big-time flirt and has been trying to get my attention for a while, but she disgusts me. Can you believe she is having an affair with Dr. Allen?
Wow. That's absurd. What about the security guy?
That guy loves money. I can lure him. It's straightforward.
By the way, what was all that commotion about? I almost felt my heart drop into my stomach.
What commotion are you referring to?
Don't act like you don't know. Didn't I tell you to leave? What if you hadn't been quick enough to come up with something?
It was an oversight. I saw your text late, and as you mentioned, I managed to come up with a sensible idea quickly. Can we move on?
Fine. Just ensure you pay attention. We can't afford to mess up now. We're on the verge of success.
It's fine. I acknowledge my mistake. Are you satisfied? This isn't the time for arguments. Back to business. Let's hit the jackpot.
Jude approached the entrance and called the security man.
Hi, could you do me a favor?
What's up?
I left an essential file at home. It's needed for a presentation in a few hours. Could you pick it up for me?
I'd love to help, but you know I can't leave my post.
Alright, how about this? I'll wait here until you return. I'll compensate you with $200. I promise.
Okay, I'm going. You know I don't joke about my money. Don't play with my intelligence.
I'm serious this time, I promise.
As the security man left, Jason sneaked into the building. Jude engaged Sophie in conversation to distract her while Jason made his way past the lobby.
Hi Sophie, how are you today? I was bored in my office, so I thought I'd come and chat with you.
Really? Is this a dream? You're always distant. I guess I slept at the right side of my bed last night. This feels surreal. Is this really Jude? As in, Jude Smith?
Haha, sorry for everything. I've been contemplating this for a while. I don't see why a lovely girl like you should be pushed away. You were just trying to be nice, and as a gentleman, I should have recognized that.
If you say so, you're forgiven.
I think we should be friends. What say?
Why not?
As they conversed, Jason snuck into the IT office, accessed the server, cleared all CCTV footage and data history within the last 24 hours, and ensured no traces were left behind. When he finished, he left the building and signaled Jude that the mission was complete. 2 days later, the distributors phoned Dr. Allen to complain.
Hello, sir. We arrived at the harbor to unload the goods, but they refused us. They said no goods would be allowed out without full payment. Could you please make the payment so we can proceed with our work?
Really? This might be a mistake. I have paid in full. Can I speak to the person in charge?
Hello, sir. It's not that I'm being difficult. The company called me and asked me to withhold your goods because you haven't made payment. If you think otherwise, you can call them directly to inquire.
Sure, I'll call them now.
He called and was informed that they hadn't received the money. Dr. Allen sat there frustrated, trying to recall if he had sent it or not. As he sat there, he heard a beeping noise from his screen. He looked and he saw a pop-up message.
What the hell? This is nonsense. What kind of crap is that? I have to call Jason now. Oh my goodness. I'm screwed. Hello, Jason. I need you here now. I'm here, sir. What's the problem? It seems we have a ransomware attack. The attacker is demanding $1 million, and they have our data. What if they sell it? What should we do now? Well, there's nothing more we can do. It's gone too far. The best thing we can do is to pay and retrieve our data as soon as possible. What nonsense. What's your use here? I blame you for this predicament. If you hadn't been calling in sick all the time, this wouldn't have happened. In fact, you're fired. Leave my office now. Why are you all looking at me like that? Don't you see me every day? What's so special about today? That's all you guys know. Instead of you to focus on your duties, you sit here and gossip. In fact, I want all of you out of here now.
Jason, I just received the transfer alert. The funds are in.
Great news, Jude. Let's get to work. I'll start setting up the websites and ensure that everything is in place for our new business.
I'm already on it. I've created an account with a British bank and transferred all the funds there. It's time to move forward with our plans.
Excellent. With the funds secured, we can proceed with confidence. I'll make sure everything is up and running smoothly on the digital front.
We made it through, Jason. Together, we'll make J&J Empire a success.
Absolutely. Jude. Let's make it happen.
Jude had a lot of ideas running through his head. His cunning attitude took over him, and he wanted more than what they had gained.
Sure, we've made quite a sum from our little scheme so far, but it's never enough, is it? There's always more to be had, more to be gained. So, I think I will make a little adjustment, a small tweak to our operation. I will quietly edit the prices of our goods, adding just $1 to each one. It may seem insignificant, but those dollars add up, especially with the volume of purchases we're dealing with. I won't tell Jason about this little side hustle of mine. He's too focused on the big picture.
Jude. Meet me in my office.
Dr. Allen, is everything alright?
Let's just say, there have been some discrepancies in our accounts. I'd like to discuss with you.
Discrepancies? What do you mean?
The accounts department has been conducting an audit. They've uncovered something quite alarming. It seems there's been a pattern of manipulation in our pricing system.
Manipulation? I'm not following.
They've found evidence that prices of our goods have been inflated by $1 each, consistently over a period of time. And guess whose account those extra dollars have been funneling into? Yours, Jude. Your account.
Dr. Allen, I can explain.
Save your explanations for the court, Jude. This is a serious offense. You've not only breached the trust of the company but also committed fraud. Do you realize the implications of what you've done?
I didn't mean to. I needed the money.
Needed the money? That's no excuse for theft, Jude. You've put the entire company at risk with your actions. I trusted you, Jude. I gave you opportunities. And this is how you repay me?
I'm sorry, Dr. Allen. I know I messed up. I'll do anything to make it right.
It's too late for apologies, Jude. I'm afraid this matter will have to be settled in court. I won't stand for dishonesty in my company.
Please, Dr. Allen, I beg you. I'll do whatever it takes to fix this.
I'm afraid it's out of my hands now, Jude. I'll be contacting our legal team immediately. You'll have to face the consequences of your actions.
Jason, we need to talk.
What's going on, Jude? You look serious.
I messed up, Jason. Big time.
What do you mean?
Remember how I've been handling the finances? Well, I've been skimming off the top, adding $1 to the prices of our goods, and funneling the extra money into my own account.
Are you serious, Jude? We already took more than enough from him.
I know. And now Dr. Allen wants to take me to court over this issue.
I can't believe you'd do something like that. You've put us both in jeopardy.
I'm sorry, Jason. I was desperate, but now I need your help to get out of this mess.
What do you expect me to do?
I remembered a lawyer friend of mine, Max. I met with him this morning. He suggested that the only way we can win this case is to gather evidence against Dr. Allen.
Evidence? Against Dr. Allen? That's risky business, buddy.
I know, but we don't have a choice. We need to prove that he's been involved in something shady too.
Okay, fine. I'll help you. But this better be worth it.
Thank you, Jason. I'll reach out to Max and see what we can do. We're in this together, right? I know who to use. Sophie. With Sophie, we can get hold of every information.
The next day.
Sophie, I'm glad you could make it. Thanks for meeting me here.
Jude, I have to admit, I was surprised when you asked me out. What's this all about?
Well, Sophie, there's something important I need to discuss with you.
Okay, shoot. I'm listening.
I know about your affair with Dr. Allen.
How did you?
It doesn't matter how I found out. What matters is what I do with this information.
Please, Jude, you can't tell anyone. My husband, my kids and my job. I'll lose everything.
I understand, Sophie. That's why I'm giving you a choice. If you cooperate with me, I won't say a word about your affair. But if you don't, who knows?
What do you want from me?
Information about Dr. Allen's secret dealings. I know there's more to him than meets the eye.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Sophie, don't play dumb. I know he's involved in illegal activities, and I need you to tell me everything you know.
Fine, but you have to promise not to expose me.
Deal. Now, spill the beans, Sophie. What has Dr. Allen been up to?
Okay. So, he's been laundering money, evading taxes, and smuggling drugs.
Drugs? How?
He uses logistics as a cover. When the drugs arrive, he recruits teenagers to deliver them to his clients. They pay the kids a little money, and since they're not suspicious, they can slip under the radar.
Got it. Thank you, Sophie. You've been very helpful.
Please, Jude, you won't tell anyone about this, right?
Don't worry, Sophie. Your secret is safe with me.
Meanwhile, unbeknownst to Sophie, Jason was discreetly recording the entire conversation, capturing every incriminating detail about Dr. Allen's illegal activities. Finally, It was the day for the court hearing between Dr. Allen and Jude Smith.
Don't worry, Jude. I got you covered.
Thanks, Lawyer Max. I appreciate you.
Your Honor, my former employee, Jude, has been skimming off the top. He's been adding $1 to the prices of our goods and funneling the extra money into his own account.
Wow. That is ridiculous. Mr. Jude, what do you have to say about this?
Your Honor, I'm Lawyer Max. Jude is my client. These accusations are baseless. Dr. Allen has a personal issue with him because he uncovered his illicit activities. Everyone who worked there knows that Dr. Allen never liked Jude. Jude, can you please come to the podium and lay down your claims?
Sure, Lawyer Max. Thanks for the opportunity. Your Honor, Dr. Allen has been involved in nefarious deeds. He's a corrupt and stingy boss who exploits his employees and engages in criminal behavior behind closed doors.
How true is this, Dr. Allen?
Your Honor, I have evidence to prove my innocence. I have a recording of him. Where is it? Why is the pen drive missing in the bag? I remember putting it in the bag. Did it fall out? How can I be so careless?
Your Honor, I do have evidence. I've brought forth former employees who can testify against Dr. Allen, as well as individuals involved in his drug smuggling operation.
Interesting. Wow. Now this is my final verdict. From the evidence provided in this case, Dr. Allen, you have been sentenced to life imprisonment with hard labor, and your company will be shut down immediately. Court rise.
We did it.
I told you to trust me.
Thank you, Max.
Anytime. I'm so happy, bro. We did it.
Yes, our dream became a reality. We're heading to the airport, right?
Yes, I dropped the kids and Nancy there already.
J&J Empire, here we come.
Later that evening, the victorious group boarded a flight to England, where they planned to start anew, with a sense of liberation and hope for the future. They left behind the shadows of their past and embarked on a journey of redemption and renewal. Overwhelmed by pain, stress, and anger, Dr. Allen swore that he would never set a foot in prison.
I swear, I'm not gonna spend the rest of my life here. It's better to end my life instead. I have to escape. Great. I've been able to escape now. I can't believe I've lost everything in the blink of an eye. My years of hard work, my reputation, my family's trust. Now I'm seen as a criminal, a social outcast. Anyone who has caused me pain, anyone involved in my ruin, shall face the consequences. I beseech any higher beings in existence to deliver justice on my behalf. As I prepare to end this life in agony, may those responsible suffer the same fate. for generations to come. This spell will follow them to their 7th generation. Let this curse endure until I find peace within my soul.
With these words, Dr. Allen leaped from the bridge, disappearing into the dark waters below.
On today's news, two business gurus, Mr. Jason Park and Mr. Jude Smith, the owners of J&J Empire, are launching their newest branch. Stay tuned for more updates. I'm Paul Thompson, your host for today.
Now the moment you all have been waiting for. Let's welcome Mr. Jason and Mr. Jude, the reigning business moguls of the moment.
Good evening, everyone. As you all know, I'm Jude Smith, the co-founder of J&J Enterprise. This company has been successful due to the dedication and support of you all. We appreciate you so much.
Hello. I'm Jason Park, the co-founder of J&J Empire. As my friend said, you all have been so supportive of this business, and we want to commend you for that. As we launch our new branch, we hope that you all will continue to work with us as we continue to serve you. Thank you.
Mr. Cypher Smith, what do you feel about your dad's new achievement?
Thanks for the question. I'm super excited about this new endeavor. I'm proud to have him as a dad and role model.
Thanks for your time. What about you, Mr. Christian? What are your views?
I'm very happy for him. It's great to see all what he used to talk about come to life. He is a go-getter, and I'm not surprised by how far he has come. I admire his intelligence and dedication towards his work.
This is like the dream. I'm proud of us for how far we've come.
I know, right? It's unbelievable. But we made it happen. Scythe, how do you feel?
Like a superstar. You think I'm gonna look good on the gram?
Stop behaving like a celebrity. You're not a guru yet.
At least my dad is. If you won't show off, I will.
You're a braggart. So annoying.
Hey bro, come out. Let's take photos.
You know I hate crowds. This lifestyle sucks.
They're people like you. Come out. Don't be too timid and old-fashioned. At least for today.
Please leave me alone.
Hey Dad, congratulations.
Thank you.
What's the game plan for tonight?
It's time for a celebration. Super proud of you, Uncle. Thanks, son. Proud of you too, Dad.
I appreciate it.
Can I get a hug for my genius uncle?
Sure, son. Why not? We're here to celebrate the success of J&J Empire and the bright future ahead. And speaking of the future, there's something important we need to discuss.
Yes. We want to ensure that the legacy of J&J Empire continues for generations to come. And that means grooming the two of you to take over one day.
You mean like inheriting the business?
Exactly. But it's not just about inheriting the business, it's about carrying on our values, our dedication to excellence, and our commitment to making a positive impact in the world.
I can't wait.
What if I'm not interested in business?
Chris, we've always supported your passion for art, and we always will. But being part of the family business doesn't mean you have to give up what you love. In fact, your creativity and vision could be invaluable assets to J&J.
Yeah, Chris, imagine all the cool designs you could come up with for our products. We'd be unstoppable.
Sure. If you say so.
Now, smile for me, bro.
The sun was beginning its descent, casting a warm orange glow over the college campus as Christian and Cypher made their way home. As they drove, Cypher launched into one of his trademark monologues about his latest crush.
Hope you're not daydreaming, as usual.
There's this new girl in my marketing class, bro, you have to see her. She's absolutely perfect. The way she speaks and her beauty are just stunning. I need to catch her attention. Tomorrow, I'm planning to get a fresh haircut and dress to impress. I might as well hit the gym.
Can you please be quiet for once? I'm driving, and I need to focus on the road. Every day, it's a new girl with you. A month ago it was Eve, then Pearl, then Kelly, and the list goes on. You're always going on about your numerous girlfriends, but you never seem to land a perfect date.
Come on, bro, you know you're the only one I can share these things with. Don't be mad. All those girls you mentioned are walking red flags. Eve was too thin, Pearl was too short, Kelly had a bad temper, and Lily had an ugly last name. And Juliana? She acted like I was her son, too controlling.
Silly you. If you're waiting for a perfect woman, you'll be waiting forever. They all have flaws.
But this one is different.
Can you please just be quiet? Either keep quiet or I'll tell your dad that you joined the college football team just to flirt with girls who admire sports guys.
Well, is that where we're headed?
Sorry to disappoint you, but yes.
Game on, bro, bring it on. You should know you're no better than me. If you tell on me, I'll tell your dad about how you've been skipping class to attend art events. My issue is minor, he'll just yell at me. But you, he'll be furious.
Fine, you win. You can keep talking.
I found a love for me. Darling, just stop writing and follow my lead. Oh, I found a girl, beautiful and sweet.
Dude, imagine me singing this to my new lady love. She would be impressed, right?
It was painfully embarrassing. Your voice is piercing, and the lyrics were wrong as usual. Was that how Ed Sheeran sang it? Don't try singing anywhere. You'll disgrace yourself.
You're just jealous. Ed is no better than I am. He used auto-tune. With that, my version would sound better.
See who is comparing himself to Ed Sheeran? Shameless.
At least I have swag, unlike you. You dress like you were born in the 18th century. I wonder if you'll ever get a crush. Maybe you'll end up with one of the ladies you paint. Mona Lisa or Cleopatra. Haha.
You know how to push my buttons.
Nancy, can you please call the kids for me?
Sure. Cypher, come downstairs with Chris. Your dad wants to have a word with the both of you.
Sure, but next time, not before coming. I'm not a kid anymore.
Whatever.
Boys, your father and I have come to a decision. This is Mr. Clinton. From now on, he will be your mentor.
We've realized that old age is catching up to us. It's time for us to prepare you both to take over the business one day. What do you mean by that, Uncle? It means that Mr. Clinton will teach you everything you need to know about running a business.
He'll be your guide, your mentor, and your teacher. And as part of your training, we've decided to cut you off from your monthly allowances. You need to learn how to make money for yourselves.
What? You can't be serious.
We've also decided to hire you both as interns at J&J Empire.
You'll have the opportunity to learn from Mr. Clinton while earning money based on your efforts. So, if you want to earn more than just the minimum wage, you'll need to prove yourselves through hard work and discipline. Fine, we'll do it.
Nice to meet you, boys. I'll be expecting you guys in the office soon.
The clock struck 2 p.m., marking the start of Christian and Cypher's first day of training at J&J Empire. Cypher, eager and punctual as always, arrived at the office, promptly, his determination evident in his stride. He glanced around, searching for his friend, but Christian was nowhere to be seen.
Where's this guy? We're running out of time. I'll just take the lead.
It seems like I'm the first one to reach here. When will this art event start? I'm running late too. Let me just go to the office.
Christian, we expected you to be here on time. Is there a reason for your delay?
I apologize, sir. I had to meet with a teacher to discuss some academic matters regarding my performance in class.
I've heard that you're not particularly enthusiastic about this internship. But let me assure you, Christian, I believe you have great potential. You're a brilliant young man, and I have no doubt that you could excel in the business world.
I understand, sir. I'll do my best to prove myself and contribute to the success of the company.
Good. Remember, the future of J&J Empire rests in your hands, and Cypher will need your support as we navigate the challenges ahead.
Hey there, are you okay? You seem a bit on edge.
Oh, hi. Yeah, I'm Stephanie. Just trying to focus on studying, you know?
Yeah, I get that. Feel free to share your fears with me if you don't mind. I'm harmless.
I don't mind sharing.
So, what's been bothering you? You seem a little distracted.
Well, to be honest, there's this guy who's been following me around lately. It's been making me feel really uncomfortable.
That sounds really unsettling. Have you talked to anyone about it?
Not really. I didn't want to make a big deal out of it, but it's been going on for a while now, and it's starting to really get to me.
I'm sorry you're going through that. You shouldn't have to deal with it alone. Do you know who he is?
Yeah, his name's Mark. We had a brief encounter a while back, and ever since then, he's been acting weirdly, following me around and showing up wherever I go.
Don't worry, Stephanie. You're not alone in this. I'll make sure he doesn't bother you anymore. No one deserves to feel unsafe on campus.
Thank you, Christian. I really appreciate.
Of course. Friends look out for each other, right?
Definitely. And I'm glad I have you looking out for me.
Where is Cypher?
What do you want from me?
How dare you approach my woman?
Who are you talking about?
Wendy, the new girl in your class.
Oh really? I'm sorry. I was just trying to be friendly.
Stop lying. You approached my girl some time ago too.
Please, I beg you. I won't do that again.
You these rich kids think you can play your games with anyone you want.
Let's teach him a lesson.
Stop. Stop.
What's going on here? I got you all on camera.
Let's run.
What happened? Why were they beating you up?
It's that girl I told you about. Turns out, she has a boyfriend I didn't know about. When I approached her, she told him. Now, here we are.
Seriously, Cypher. You need to learn to read the signs. You can't just flirt with every girl you meet. There are consequences.
Yeah, I know, I messed up.
Come on, let's get you patched up. And don't worry, I got it all on video.
Video? What are you talking about?
I whipped out my phone when I saw what was happening. Those guys scattered like roaches when they saw the camera. But hey, now I have some leverage against you.
Seriously? You're going to blackmail me with a video of me getting beat up?
You never know when it might come in handy. But in all seriousness, Scythe, maybe this will teach you to be a bit more cautious.
Yeah, I get it. Enough of the lectures.
Just try to stay out of trouble, okay? How do I look, bro?
What's with the sudden interest in your appearance, Chris? You've been spending a lot of time in front of the mirror lately.
Oh, it's nothing. Just felt like switching things up a bit, you know?
Right, because suddenly caring about how you look has nothing to do with a lady, huh?
What? No, that's false.
When did you start lying? Don't try that again, you're not good at it. I'm so sure it's a lady. I'll soon find out.
Just mind your own business. Can you please stop?
Sorry, but I can't. My bro is a lover boy now.
I'm gonna kick you out of the car.
It's okay, lover boy. I've stopped.
Hey, Christian, do you understand this concept? I could use some help.
Oh, sure. I guess I can help you with that.
Thanks, Christian. You're always so good at this stuff.
My pleasure.
Can you please watch my stuff? I'll be back soon.
Sure. Why does she keep bothering me? Doesn't she get the hint that I'm not interested?
Hey, Christian, do you want to grab lunch together? I know this great cafe nearby.
Thanks, Brianna, but I've got plans already. Maybe some other time.
Seems he's just trying to be nice. He doesn't like me. Was I disturbing him too much?
I know Brianna is trying hard to get my attention. I feel bad about that, but I find her to be very desperate and it's so annoying. With Stephanie, I feel some sort of peace and joy when she's around. But how do I get the courage to tell her? She sees me as a friend, a protector and someone she can trust. Will she be disappointed when she finds out about my feelings?
Hey Christian, mind if I join you?
Oh, sure Stephanie. Please have a seat.
Is everything okay, Christian? You seem a bit out of it.
Yeah, I'm fine. Just had a long day. Thanks for asking though.
If you say so. Do you like this professor? I never really understand his lectures.
Brianna, can you please give it a rest? I'm trying to focus here.
Hey there, I'm Cypher, Christian's brother, and you must be Brianna, the girl who's been keeping my brother on his toes.
Yes, that's me. Nice to meet you, Cypher.
Ah, I see. No wonder Christian's been putting in extra effort with his appearance lately. trying to impress someone special, are we?
I'll excuse myself.
So, spill it, bro. What's going on between you and Brianna? Are you finally ready to admit that you're smitten with her?
Cypher, you know that's not true. Brianna's just been persistent, that's all. I had to tell her to back off because she's been bothering me non-stop.
I see. Well, if you say so, bro, but I must say, it's not every day I see you getting so worked up over a girl.
It's nothing, really. I just don't see her that way.
Fair enough, bro, but hey, if you ever need some advice on how to win her over, you know where to find me.
Actually, Cypher, there's someone I have my eye on. It's not Brianna. It's someone else.
Who? Heather? Stephanie? Portia? Verissa? Reiner? Rashida? Berlodia?
None of them.
Or maybe, Benedicta? Georgina? Lydia? Ailey? Or is it Endurance Grand? I mean, the dancer? If it's her, forget it. Festus and Dempsey will fight you.
Can you please stop it?
Oh, who's the lucky lady? Tell me, bro.
Well, I want to keep that anonymous. I've known her for a while now, and I think I might have feelings for her.
Is it someone I know? Favor? Wendy? Maya? Why don't you want to tell me?
'Cause you don't know her.
Well, you've come to the right place for advice, bro. Let's figure out a plan to win her heart together.
I would owe you forever.
Alright, bro, here's the plan. First things first, you gotta show her what a catch you are. Confidence is key, so make sure you walk tall and keep that charming smile on your face.
Like this?
Great. Next, you gotta find a way to spend more time with her. Maybe invite her to study together or grab a coffee after class. The more she sees you, the more she'll start to notice how amazing you are. Hey, Chris, there's something I need to tell you, something important. Yesterday, I asked Stephanie to be my girlfriend, and she said yes.
You? And Stephanie?
Yes, bro. I know I should have told you sooner about my growing feelings for her. I was afraid you wouldn't understanding because she's your friend. You know how I used to flirt around with girls all the time. I didn't want you to think I was just playing around with Stephanie.
That's great, Cypher. I'm happy for you.
But you don't look happy. I know I was wrong. Sorry for not telling you earlier.
It's okay, bro. I'm fine. Make sure you keep her happy and safe.
Thanks, Chris. I really appreciate it. And hey, maybe if things work out between you and that girl you're interested in, we can all go on a double date sometime.
Yeah, that sounds nice. I'll do my best to make it happen. I guess I'll just let him have her. Cypher is my brother. His happiness is mine too. I'll just try my luck with Brianna. I'll give her a chance. I'll go and meet Brianna. I'll be honest with her. I hope she doesn't feel she's a second option. Thanks for coming, Brianna.
The pleasure is mine, Chris.
I wanted to talk to you about something. Can we chat for a while?
Sure, of course. What's on your mind?
Look, Brianna, I owe you an apology. I know I haven't exactly been the friendliest person towards you, and I want to make things right. I've been doing some thinking, and I realized that maybe I've been a bit closed off, and I'm sorry for that.
It's okay, Christian. I appreciate you saying that. But why the sudden change of heart?
The truth is, Brianna, I've been so focused on other things lately that I haven't given you a fair chance. But I want to change that. I want to give us a chance to get to know each other better, without any pressure or expectation. I don't want to rush into anything, but I think we could be good for each other, if we just give it a shot.
That sounds really nice, Christian. I'd like that. I mean, I'd like to give us a chance too.
Thank you so much, Bree.
Hey Chris, how did it go? Did you finally spill the beans to that girl?
Ah, you know how it is. She wasn't really feeling it. Said she wasn't interested.
Aw, man, that sucks. I thought you two would hit it off for sure.
Yeah, well, it is what it is, I guess. Anyways, I went to see Brianna.
I knew it. I knew there was something between you two.
Yeah, well, I figured I owed her a chance, you know? And it actually went better than I expected.
That's awesome, bro. I'm happy for you. So, what now?
Well, how about we go out for a double date? You, me, Stephanie, and Brianna.
Sounds like a perfect plan.
Breaking news. A private jet that was headed to London has been involved in a crash. Information reaching us is that no one was able to survive. Amongst them were business moguls and the founders of J&J Empire, Mr. Jude Smith and Mr. Jason Park. Our condolences to the bereaved families. Stay tuned for more updates.
No. This can't be happening.
Dad and Uncle Jason, they were on that plane.
Let's go there now. I can't believe they are gone.
What are we going to do now, Chris?
I don't know, Sif. But we'll figure it out together. We have to stay strong for each other.
Be strong, Sif. Don't let this hold you down.
Thanks, Steph.
Chris, I know it's hard to let go, but we have to face reality. I'll stand by you and make sure you regain your smile.
I needed this. Thank you. Use that to get food, ma'am.
Thank you, my son.
You're welcome.
Chris, why do you keep giving her money? These people should find jobs instead of begging on the streets. It's just laziness.
Come on, Cypher. She's just trying to survive. A little kindness goes a long way.
Whatever.
Steph, has any of them called you yet?
No, these impossible husbands of ours.
Maybe they're having a meeting. Or they're stuck in the traffic.
I guess we'll reach home before they do.
That would be perfect. The house is always peaceful when they are away.
I know, right? We have to find something to eat as soon as we get home. I'm so hungry.
Me too. What about Netflix and chill?
Perfect. That's why I love you.
Hey, there she is again. Let me give her some money for lunch.
This is getting annoying.
You can decide to burst out of anger, but I care less. Use that for lunch.
My sons, the journey ahead doesn't look good. Stay home if you can.
Sure, ma'am. Thank you. I guess we'll have to drive more carefully.
Seriously, Chris, you're letting her words get to you. We'll be fine. Let's just get home.
Why are you so stubborn?
I don't trust these spiritual fanatics. See, nothing happened. You let that superstitious old lady get to you. Let's just forget about her and relax.
Chris, come on, let's go for a swim. It'll be so much fun.
I think I'll pass on the swim, Bree. I'm just here to relax and enjoy the view.
Oh, don't be such a stick in the mud, Chris. We came here to have fun, remember? I know that I don't know how to swim, but I'm not going to let that stop me.
We have to do this often. I'm enjoying the fresh air.
Me too, bro, this is fun.
Where are the girls?
Steph is going to get some food. Don't know for Brianna.
Let's look for her.
Sir, there's an emergency. I think she drowned. She's been rushed to the hospital. Meet us there.
What? What's happening? Why are you guys not saying anything to me? Is she okay?
I'm sorry, sir. She couldn't make it.
That's impossible. She's gone, bro. She left me.
I know this is tough, but I'm here with you, bro. You can lean on me. I'm late for the meeting, but Steph said there's an emergency. Let me just attend to her before I go to meet with the client. What's the emergency? Make it quick, cause I have a meeting.
Guess what? We're going to be parents.
Stephanie, what's going on with you? I was on my way to an important meeting. You called me here because of this. Couldn't you wait until I got home?
I'm so sorry, Cypher. I had no idea about your meeting. I just wanted to make this moment special for us.
Mr. Smith, you seem not to be a serious person. You ignored our meeting. We've been waiting here for an hour, and you haven't showed up. I'm sorry, I can't give you this deal. I would have to give it to someone else. Can we please reschedule? Oh, he cut the call. How could this happen? I was on my way to seal the deal, and now it's all gone because of your senseless prank.
I said I'm sorry.
Will your sorry bring back the deal? Get out.
Stephanie, I'm gonna teach her a lesson. No one dares to play with me. Not even my wife. From today, she will see the other side of me. I hate nonsense. She will regret ever setting her eyes on me. Not even Chris can save her. She and that baby of hers will run for their lives. I don't forgive. I can't lose a deal and make the person responsible live happily. Where's my wallet? Hope that witch of a wife hasn't taken it.
Did you call for me?
So you heard me and decided to stay there and come here anytime you wish.
I'm sorry, I was helping Nancy in the kitchen.
Between me and the person you mentioned, who is more important to you? Don't test my patience. You took my wallet, right?
Yes, I did, but I put it in your jacket.
Have I told you not to touch my things? I now know who you really are.
You asked me to get it for you days ago. That's why I touched it. I'm sorry.
You're a thief. You married me for my money. It's better to leave. 'Cause I'll make sure you and that baby of yours don't get a dime from me. Get out. Now.
Are you crazy?
Don't you dare interfere. Mind your own business.
Gentlemen don't hit women. I'm so disappointed in you.
I am not a gentleman. Yes, I'm crazy.
Sorry, Stephanie. I never knew my brother was a beast. I'm glad nothing happened to the baby.
You're not at fault.
He has suffered internal bleeding and requires emergency surgery. He only has 20% chance of survival.
Oh my goodness.
I'm so sorry, Stephanie. I never meant for any of this to happen. Please forgive me. Chris, please promise me you will take care of Steph and the baby for me. Be the brother and father they need. I trust you with everything.
I promise.
My son, I can see that your soul is burdened with sorrow, but fear not, for I may hold the key to your solace. Whenever you are ready to seek guidance, I will be here, waiting to assist you.
Dinner is ready, my dear.
I'm not hungry, Nancy.
You don't look happy, my dear. This isn't the mischievous Chris I know.
It's not what you think, Nancy. I'm just stressed.
Chris, I've been your nanny since you were 5 years old. I know you very well, and I understand your feelings.
I'm not happy. I lost everything. I miss my family and wish to be with them. I've been thinking of ending my life, but the promise I made to Cypher is holding me back. I have to be there for Stephanie and the baby. They have no one else but me.
Don't you find everything to be weird?
What do you mean by that?
I mean, everything doesn't seem normal to me. I suggest we look into this.
I'm beginning to think so too. I met an old lady who said she can help me. I didn't give her listening ears. Let me go to our usual meeting point.
Sure, my dear.
Hope I find her. This is where I mostly meet her. Where is she?
You found her. What did she say?
She's not there. I don't know where to find her.
Don't worry, dear. I know someone who can help us. In fact, it's my mother.
Really?
She has the gift of seeing into the realms beyond the physical world and providing solutions. I haven't spoken with her in a while because she wanted to marry me off at a young age to a beast of a man. I ran away, and that's when I met your father, who hired me to look after you.
Wow.
Tomorrow morning, I'll take you to her place. It's a difficult decision, but for the love I have for you, I'm willing to forgive my mother. I can't bear to see your life unravel before my eyes.
Thank you, Nancy.
Mom. Nancy, my dear. Please forgive me. It wasn't my intention to hurt you. I only wanted to secure your future. I couldn't bear to see you suffer as I did.
I have already forgiven you, Mom, but I've come with visitors, and we need your help to resolve something troubling.
You?
My son?
You two know each other?
Yes, she's the woman I used to meet in traffic. Ma'am, I've been searching for you since that day but couldn't find you.
I wasn't feeling well, so I decided to stay home.
Hope you're better now.
Yes, my son. About your issue, I've been trying to tell you, but I couldn't. I was a stranger to you, and I couldn't reveal something so sensitive. But now that you've given me the chance, let me explain the reasons behind your predicaments.
I would love to hear what you have to say.
Your father and his friend ran a successful empire, didn't they?
Yes, they were renowned business moguls. They were known as the gurus of the English.
But did your father ever explain how he amassed his wealth?
He was a hard-working man. He told me he secured a massive contract in England, so we relocated. Within a year, they started this business, and it flourished.
Your sudden departure from the USA to England wasn't solely due to business.
Really?
Your father and his friend committed a heinous crime against someone. This person cast a spell on your families in retaliation. They conspired and scammed him, ultimately leading to his ruin and tragic demise. Dr. Allen, I remember seeing his face plastered all over the media.
What a shock.
What? Dr. Allen was my grandfather. My family suffered greatly because of your father's actions. I regret marrying into the family of my grandfather's killer. I'm done here. I'm leaving.
Wait. Your grandfather wasn't entirely innocent. He played a role in his own downfall. He caused a lot of pain to others, and he reaped what he sowed.
What do you mean?
Unfortunately, everything you saw in the news about him was true. He committed the crimes he was accused of.
Let's forget about the past. No amount of arguments can change it. Let's focus on how to free our innocent generation from this curse. Seer, what should we do?
There are 3 things you must do. First, you must apologize to each other for the crimes your father and grandfather committed. Second, you must marry each other. And lastly, you must go to the orphanage and adopt the first child that smiles at you.
What? I can apologize, but I'm not marrying into my family's enemy. I made that mistake once, but I won't do it again, especially now that I know who he truly is.
I can't marry you either. You know it's not possible. You're my friend's widow, for crying out loud. I can't betray him, even in death.
Correction, she was your friend's wife, but not anymore. And why are you rejecting your first love? From what I know, you were the first person to fall in love with her, but you backed off after learning she and your friend loved each other.
Is what she's saying true?
Yes, I've always loved you, Stephanie. I just didn't have the courage to tell you.
This is not the time for arguments. The spirits of your departed loved ones are trapped in the 7th Wrld, tormented by pain and anger. Until this curse is broken, they will never find peace. Cypher and you were the next to be targeted after your father and his friend passed away. But since you two were now related to him by blood because of Steph, the spell was unable to materialize. Dr. Allen's soul was at peace as a result of your loving care for Stephanie, but the spell was reactivated due to Cypher's abrupt change. So the best course of action is to get married.
Steph, I'm so sorry for the disgrace and pain my family caused to your family.
I also apologize for the loss the curse has caused.
Dan.
Who are you, please?
It's me, Chris. The guy who used to come here every year.
Wow, hello Chris. I thought you had also left me like the other families that used to come here. Happy to hear from you again.
Go for it, my son.
Don't worry about his state, I'll take care of him. Everything will be fine.
We're here to adopt Dan.
I'm glad Dan finally found a family. No family wanted him because he has special needs. He was abandoned here by a woman named Sophie. She didn't want him because he was conceived through her infidelity. She deceived her husband into believing the baby was his, but fearing the truth would come out, she conspired with a midwife to abandon the baby at this orphanage. She told her husband that she lost the child during childbirth. I'm sharing this with you because it's our policy to disclose the child's history. The child's father is Dr. Alan Nell, a prominent figure, but unfortunately, he committed suicide.
Like seriously?
It all makes sense now.
As long as you treat Dan right, he will bring luck to you. He is not an ordinary child. I feel peace within. May the souls of the departed find rest in the 7th Wrld, and may your home be filled with happiness forever.
Thank you so much, Seer. I promise to make you happy forever, son.
Can I call you Dad?
Of course, my boy.
Thank you, Mom.
Hey, love. Thanks for accepting me wholeheartedly. You've brought light into my darkness and I appreciate you so much.
I appreciate you too, Chris.